Hey, what's up everyone? It is Thais here. So today I will be doing my blow dry, trim, and length check routine. So I usually do this routine twice a year just to check up on my hair, make sure that my routine is still working for me, and just to see the health and condition of my hair. So if you enjoyed this video, definitely give it a rating, subscribe for weekly videos, and be sure to check out my newly released satin bonnets down below on my website. So I am starting off with clean hair. I already washed and deep conditioned my hair, and right here I'm just applying some leave-in conditioner just to make my hair a bit more manageable, and also to get it ready for blow drying. Since I will be using heat, I make sure that I heavily moisturize my hair. And of course, I always detangle after I moisturize my hair. So I use a white tooth comb first, and then I follow up with my detangling brush. So moisturizing your hair before you blow dry it just helps to prevent too much moisture loss from your hair. So you want to be really heavy-handed with this part of your routine. So before I blow dry my hair, I always use a heat protectant. So this is a brand new heat protectant that I am trying out this week. This is the Maya Margongo heat protectant. And then I am using my Conair Infinity blow dryer. This is a 3-in-1 styler. I love to use this blow dryer so far. It has really small tooths, so it makes sure that my hair is detangled while blowing it out. And I did use the blow dryer on hot air this time because I was going more for a much more sleek look, even though it didn't quite work out to be as sleek as I thought. But hey, it's better than getting heat damage and burning out my hair anyways. So while I'm using this blow dryer, I always start from the ends and then I work my way up the length of that hair. So you want to be really careful when you are using a blow dryer like this, because it can cause damage if your hair isn't thoroughly detangled, or if you start from the roots instead of the ends. So always start from the ends first and then work your way to the root. So I usually blow dry my hair the minimum twice a year, and the only purpose of me blow drying my hair is because it makes it so much more easier for me to see those ends that I need to trim. So that's the only purpose, because like I said, my hair does not stay straight after I blow dry it. For some reason it just goes back to an afro the next day anyways. So I don't really waste too much time or try to do this too often. It's just for the purposes of trimming my hair and then back to an afro the next day. And my hair is growing so much. Look at all of that length, guys. I'm so proud of my length retention that I have had since I did the big chop almost 2 years ago. Yes, my 2-year anniversary is coming up in only about 3 to 4 months, guys. So this is the end of my blow drying routine. This is how my hair looks. Okay, so now it's time for me to go ahead and do my trim. So to trim my hair, I usually take a rat tail comb and I part off the front section. So I love to work in 4 sections. And now moving back to the front section. So in the front, I start on the edge. So I just part off a little piece on one side. As you can see, it's about like an inch or half an inch thick. And I use a rat tail comb to make sure that all of the ends are thoroughly detangled and combed down. And then I take a hair shear. So make sure you're using a shears that you have never used on anything else except your hair. So that is very important for a really sharp blade. And I trim off about half an inch. Since my hair isn't really damaged, I just want to keep my ends in tip-top shape So I don't really need to trim off too much since I keep up with my deep conditioning and moisturizing and protein treatment. So I just take the scissors and gently trim off 1/2 inch on each section. So this is the method that works for my hair. This makes it so much more easier for me to trim my own hair. Okay, so I already trimmed the first section and I'm repeating that same process on the second half. So for this section, I'm doing the exact same thing. I'm parting in 1/2 inch wide parts, and then I take a rat tail comb all of the hair down to the ends, and then I trim off the very 1/2 inch of hair at the bottom. So trimming my hair does wonders to my hair. It helps me to retain a lot more length. It also helps with tangles. If you notice that you are getting a lot of tangles in your hair, or you're getting a lot of single strand knots, then it may be time for a trim. Also, if your hair isn't holding hairstyles as long, such as twist outs and braid outs and flexi rods, then it is time for a trim as well. So make sure that you are including frequent trims into your healthy hair care regimen. It is so important. Okay, so this is all of the hair that I lost after trimming it, which isn't much. So I did put in 4 jumbo flat twists that night. So this is the next day. I'm taking my hair down, and now it's time for me to do my length check. Yay! So I usually do length checks around every 6 months. That's enough time for me to see enough length. So be careful doing your length checks too often because it can be discouraging, especially for us girls who hair grows on the slower side. So this is going to be my 3rd length check on my channel, and I do all sections. So this is the front section. It's about 7.5 inches in the front, and this is the side. So this side is a little bit lower than 7 inches, right around 7 inches long. And the opposite side, it's also the same length, 7.5 inches. Okay, so I guess it's a bit uneven. Okay, so this is the middle. The middle is the longest. It actually goes up to 8 inches, and then the back is also at 8 inches. Okay, and this side is 7.5 inches. Okay, so my hair ranges from about 7.5 to 8 inches long all around. So this is great growth for 2 years being fully natural, but this is like almost 3 years natural since I did transition for 11 months. So I did fairly good. I feel like I'm retaining a great amount of length. My hair does grow on the slower side, but I'm okay with that. I know I will eventually get to my hair goals. Thank you all so much for watching. Please give this video a rating, subscribe for weekly videos, and make sure that you guys check out my newly launched website so that you can see the satin bonnets that I created.